My child, stop everything you are doing and listen to this voice, because what I am about to tell you is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment that was set in motion before you even woke up this morning. You have been feeling a strange heaviness in the air, a sense that something is shifting around you, perhaps a restlessness in your spirit that you cannot explain, but I am here to tell you that you are not imagining it. Just moments ago, in the invisible realm that surrounds your life, a significant arrival took place, an event so powerful that the very atmosphere of your home has been altered, though your physical eyes may not see it yet. 3 figures have just stepped into your territory, 3 distinct presences that have traveled from the very throne room of heaven to stand guard over you. They did not come by bus, they did not come by plane, and they certainly did not stumble upon your address by accident, for they are not wandering travelers looking for a place to rest. They are ancient, they are powerful, and they are here on a specific assignment that concerns your immediate future and the battles you have been fighting in silence. If you could peel back the curtain of this physical world, you would see them standing there, tall, unmoving, and radiating a light that is blinding to the dark forces that have been harassing you. They are not here to observe, they are here to act, and their arrival marks the end of a long season of confusion and the beginning of a sudden clarity that will shake the foundations of your life. I need you to understand the gravity of this moment, because these 3 visitors are not merely angels of comfort, they are warriors of the highest order, dispatched only when a child of mine is on the verge of a massive breakthrough that the enemy is desperately trying to stop. You have been under attack, my child. You have been facing resistance that seems to come from nowhere, obstacles that appear just when you think you are making progress, and exhaustion that sleep cannot cure. This is because the enemy saw what was coming your way and sent his agents to delay it. But he made a fatal mistake because his attacks did not go unnoticed by me. I heard your silent cries in the middle of the night. I saw the tears you wiped away when no one was looking, and I decided that enough is enough. That is why these 3 have arrived. They are carrying something in their hands, something that will determine the outcome of the struggles you are facing. It is not a weapon of steel, and it is not a shield of iron. In the hands of the first figure, there is a scroll, an ancient document sealed with divine authority. This scroll contains a list, but it is not a list of your sins, and it is not a record of your failures, so do not fear. The enemy wants you to think that heaven is keeping a record of your mistakes, but I am here to tell you that this list is something entirely different. It is a list of names. 3 specific names are written on this scroll, 3 targets that these warriors have been commissioned to hunt down and remove from your life permanently. These are not just random names, they are the sources of your pain, the root causes of your stagnation, and the hidden architects of the chaos that has been swirling around you. You may think you know who your enemies are. You may think it is a person at your job, or a family member, or a financial situation, but I am telling you that those are just the symptoms. The names on this list are the spiritual roots, the invisible forces that have been pulling the strings from the shadows. And tonight, their time is up. I am revealing this to you because I need your partnership in this season. I need you to be awake and alert to what I am doing, so that you do not fear the shaking that is about to happen. When these hunters begin their work, things around you might seem to get chaotic for a brief moment, just as a room gets dusty when you start to deep clean it. You might see people exit your life suddenly. You might see doors close that you thought were meant for you, and you might feel a sudden urge to change direction. Do not panic when this happens. It is simply the evidence that the hunters are executing the warrant written on that scroll. They are clearing the path. They are removing the debris. They are evicting the squatters that have occupied your peace of mind for far too long. The first name on the list is about to be called out, and when it is, you will feel a weight lift off your shoulders that you didn't even realize you were carrying. It will feel like taking a full breath of air after being underwater for years. But before I reveal the nature of these names and why they were chosen, I need to know that you are ready to receive this deliverance. I need to know that you are ready to let go of the old and embrace the new thing I am doing. My child, you must understand that I do not send this level of help for small matters. I send this kind of intervention when your destiny is at stake. The enemy has been trying to wear you down because he is terrified of what you will become if you actually step into your full potential. He has been whispering lies to you, telling you that you are alone, that you are forgotten, and that your prayers are hitting a glass ceiling. But the arrival of these three warriors is the ultimate proof that he is a liar. You are so far from forgotten that I have emptied heaven's resources to ensure your victory. The silence you thought was my absence was actually my preparation. I was briefing your defenders. I was arming your angels. I was writing the decree that is now in their hands. And now the silence is broken. The sound of their arrival is the sound of your freedom. They are standing at the four corners of your life, establishing a perimeter that evil cannot cross. They are locking eyes with the shadows that have been following you, and those shadows are trembling because they know their names are on the list. I want you to take a moment right now, in the middle of this message, to solidify your faith and agree with what is happening in the Spirit. I want you to type "I am ready" in the comments below. By doing this, you are not just typing words on a screen, you are engaging your will with my will. You are opening the door for these hunters to enter every room of your life. Do not be passive. Do not just watch and scroll away. This is your moment of agreement. As you type those words, imagine the scroll unrolling. Imagine the light pushing back the darkness. We are just beginning, my child. There is so much more I must show you about who these three visitors are and the specific assignments they have regarding your health, your family, and your finances. The names on the list will shock you because they are closer than you think, but once they are revealed, they lose their power. You are about to walk into a season where the battles that used to defeat you will not even be able to touch you. So prepare your heart. The hunters are here. The list is open. The first N, Ame, is about to be read. Are you listening? My child, to fully grasp the magnitude of what is happening in your spirit right now, I must take you back a few hours, back to the moment this divine operation was officially launched. You need to see what happened in the invisible realm while you were going about your daily routine, unaware that heaven was mobilizing a rescue mission specifically for you. It began in a place that looked like a departure gate, a waiting area between the realms where these three hunters sat in silence. They were not anxious, they were not checking the time, and they were not distracted by the noise of the world around them. They were waiting with the stillness of predators who know that their prey has nowhere left to run. This was the calm before the storm that is about to dismantle every stronghold in your life. While the world rushed by, one of them unfolded what appeared to be a newspaper, but he was not reading the news of the day. His eyes, sharp as flint and burning with ancient wisdom, were scanning the pages like a codebreaker deciphering a hidden language. He was not looking for political headlines or economic reports. He was reading the spiritual signals coming from your city. He was tracking the frequency of the enemy's movements around your house. He saw the traps that had been laid for you. He saw the invisible wires meant to trip you up, and he was mapping out the strategy to dismantle them. He was reading the lines of your destiny and seeing exactly where the enemy had tried to scribble over my promises. Beside him sat the second hunter, leaning intently over a device that glowed with a strange ethereal light. To a casual observer, it might have looked like he was simply checking messages, but the text scrolling across that screen was not human chatter. It was a stream of encrypted instructions, divine coordinates, and ideas disguised as fragments of light. He was receiving real-time intelligence on the battles you have been fighting in your mind. Every worry that kept you awake last night, every sudden wave of anxiety that hit you without warning. He was tracking the source. He was pinpointing exactly where the signal of fear was being broadcast from so that they could shut it down permanently. And then there was the third one. He could not sit still. He paced back and forth in the terminal, walking in tight, controlled circles. He would glance at the shops and the food stalls, pretending to look at the displays, but his hunger was not for bread or water. His hunger was different. It was a righteous indignation, a holy craving to confront the darkness that has been tormenting you. He was restless because he could feel the weight of the burdens you have been carrying, and he was eager to strike the chains off your life. He spoke little to the others, because hunters do not need to fill the air with empty words. Their shared silence was their language, a bond forged in battles that predate the history of this world. Then the signal came. The call to board was given, and they rose in unison, not hurried, not frantic, but with a terrifying precision. They moved as one unit, driven by a single purpose, you. As they boarded that flight, the spiritual atmosphere shifted, and the moment the wheels of their transport touched down on the runway of your city, the ground beneath your situation began to tremble. You might have felt a sudden shiver, a change in temperature, or just a knowing deep in your gut that something is different tonight. That was the moment their feet hit your soil. That was the moment the hunt officially began. But just as the doors opened and the night air struck their faces, a vibration buzzed from one of their pockets. It was a single, sharp notification. One of them pulled out the device, and there, glowing on the screen, was a final update. Until that moment, the list they carried had contained two primary targets, two massive blockages in your life. But now, a third name had been added. The list was complete. 3 souls, 3 targets, 3 specific assignments that have been marked for deletion from your story. This third name is crucial, my child, because it represents the hidden thing, the thing you haven't been able to put your finger on, the silent thief that has been stealing your joy from behind the scenes. I know you're asking yourself, who are these names? Are they people I know? Are they my enemies? Listen to me closely. The revelation of this list will shock you, but it will also set you free. These hunters do not carry a list of human names in the way you think. They are not here to hurt your neighbors or attack those who have misunderstood you. Their mission is far more surgical, far more profound. They are here for the spirits behind the people, the forces behind the conflicts, the shadows that have been whispering lies into your ears. You see, you have been fighting the wrong battles. You have been wrestling with flesh and blood, arguing with people and trying to fix surface-level problems, while the real enemy has been laughing in the dark. But the laughter ends tonight. The one who authorized this mission is not a man, not a politician, and not a worldly king. I, your Lord, signed the decree myself. I dispatched these hunters because I saw that you were growing weary. I saw that your own strength was running out, and I knew you could not win this battle alone. So I sent those who do not tire, those who do not sleep, and those who do not miss. They are walking through your streets right now, navigating the spiritual map of your neighborhood. They are closing in on the location where your blessings have been held hostage. They hold the scroll in their hands, a scroll not written with ink that fades, but written with fire that consumes. On it are the 3 names of the entities that have been assigned to stop your destiny. These entities thought they were anonymous. They thought they could hide in your family lineage, hide in your past traumas, and hide in your daily frustrations without being detected. But nothing is hidden from my eyes. The first name on that list is the one that has been attacking your resources. The second is the one coming for your relationships. And the third, the one just added, is targeting your physical and mental peace. But do not fear, for the hunters know exactly who they are. They have the authority to arrest these thieves and restore sevenfold what has been stolen from you. The warrant has been signed. The court of heaven is in session, and the verdict is in your favor. I want you to do something prophetic right now to partner with this justice. I want you to declare that your home is open for this cleansing. Type, "I receive my victory" in the comments to signal to the spiritual realm that you are awake and ready to receive what these hunters are bringing. As you type, imagine the scroll unrolling in your living room. Imagine the names of your problems being erased one by one. Do not let this moment pass you by. This is not just a story, this is a shift in your timeline. We are about to go deeper. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what these three forces are and how they have been operating in your life without you realizing it. You will recognize them instantly when I describe them. You will say, "Lord, that is exactly what I have been going through." And once you identify them, their power over you will be broken instantly. The hunters are in position. The first target is in their sights. Stay with me, my child, for the best part is yet to come. The hunt is on, and you are about to be the spectator of your own deliverance. My child, the truth I am about to share with you will shake the very ground you stand on, but it will also stabilize your spirit in a way that nothing else can. You have been wondering who authorized this mission. Who has the power to dispatch such fearsome entities into the middle of your city? I need you to know that the one giving these hunters their names was not a man, not a king, not even some hidden ruler in your world. No government agency sent them, and no human hand signed their papers. Their instructions came from heaven itself, directly from me, your Lord. And the reason I stepped in personally is simple. The battle you are facing has escalated beyond human solutions. You must understand the nature of the help that has arrived. These hunters are not ordinary flesh and blood. They are not bound by the laws of earth or the limitations of time. They are not shaped by human hands, and they do not carry weapons made in factories. They are older than kingdoms, older than empires, and older than the crowns that have risen and fallen across the history of your world. They were present before the maps of your nations were drawn. They were forged in fire, the fire of the first great war, the war that shook heaven itself. Remember the ancient stories, my child. The war when Michael and his angels fought the dragon, as it is written in Revelation 12:7. That was not a war fought with swords of iron or spears of wood, but with power, authority, and blinding light. In that cataclysmic conflict, when the dragon fell and the shadows scattered, these hunters were set apart. They were marked and commissioned for a specific purpose that has lasted from that day until now. Their duty has never changed. They were not made to wander aimlessly. They were made to pursue, to track, and to hunt. But hear me clearly, for this is where your fear must die. They were not sent to hunt, my children. They are not here to punish you or to catch you in your weakness. No, they were sent to hunt the shadows, the unseen forces, and the whispering darkness that seeks to destroy you. Because the enemy still prowls, searching for whom he may devour, and where darkness moves, my hunters follow. Where evil rises to threaten your destiny, they descend to crush it. And now, in this very hour, they walk your streets, not as strangers or mere travelers, but as guardians moving with quiet, terrifying authority. In their hands, they hold that list I told you about. A list not written in ink that can be erased, but written in light that burns. These are names chosen, names marked, and names that darkness has targeted, yet heaven has already seen and judged. You might be wondering whose names are written. Is it the name of my boss who treats me unfairly? Is it the neighbor who slanders me? No, my child. These hunters do not carry a list of human names. The scroll they hold is not filled with flesh and blood. It carries something far more dangerous to your soul. The names written on their scroll are not people, they are forces. They are ancient powers of darkness, chains that have bound generations of your family, shadows that have been circling your life without you even realizing it. The reason you haven't been able to break free is that you have been fighting the physical manifestations while the spiritual root remained hidden. But tonight, the root is exposed. There are 3 specific forces, 3 dark assignments, 3 silent thieves that have been operating against you. The first name on the list is the silent thief of your provision. This force has been stealing from you, robbing your resources, and draining your blessings in silence. Think about I.T., my child. Every open door that slammed shut too quickly, every opportunity that slipped away right before you could grasp it, that shadow was behind it. It is the force that devours your harvest before you can eat it, the reason why money seems to flow out faster than it flows in. It is the spirit of lack that has tried to convince you that poverty is your destiny. But the hunters are here to arrest this thief and force it to return what it has stolen. The second name on the list is the twister of hearts. This force has been twisting your relationships, sowing confusion where love was meant to grow. It stirs arguments where peace was promised and whispers lies where truth was planted. This is the shadow that turns friend against friend and heart against heart. It is the reason for the sudden coldness in people you love, the misunderstandings that make no sense, and the loneliness that attacks you even when you are in a crowded room. It seeks to isolate you because it knows you are stronger when you are connected. But the third name, the third is the most dangerous of all. This is the one that was added last, the urgent target. It has been targeting your very body, weakening your strength, and trying to shorten the years I gave you, every sudden weariness that sleep doesn't fix, every unexplainable affliction, every ache that doctors cannot diagnose. That shadow was moving against you. It is a spirit of infirmity that seeks to drain your vitality so you are too tired to fulfill your purpose. It wants you exhausted, discouraged, and ready to give up. Yes, my child, these are the 3 names written on their list. Not humans, not neighbors, but spirits of darkness. And that is why I sent them, because you are not wrestling against flesh and blood. As it is written in Ephesians 6:12, you are wrestling against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world. That is why they came, not to harm you, but to hunt what has been hunting you. They are here to strike what has been striking you and to destroy what has been draining you. I want you to take a stand against these 3 specific forces right now. I want you to identify which of these 3 has been attacking you the most. Is it your resources, your relationships, or your health? I want you to type the name of the area you need cleared in the comments. Type restore my health, restore my family, or restore my finances. By doing this, you are giving the hunters permission to enter that specific room of your life. You are pointing out the enemy to them. Do not be shy. This is your moment of spiritual warfare. We are approaching the climax of this mission. Now comes the greater question: what happens when these hunters finally strike? What happens when the ancient power of heaven collides with the shadows that have occupied your life? I am revealing that next. The collision is imminent. The outcome is guaranteed. But you need to know what the morning will look like after the night is over. Stay with me, my child, for the strike is about to happen, and the atmosphere of your life is about to change forever. The hunters have found their marks. The final order is being given. Watch closely. Now we arrive at the final and most crucial revelation. You have seen the hunters. You have identified the targets, and now you must understand what happens when the strike finally occurs. Here is the absolute truth, my child. Tonight the hunt begins. When these three warriors move, they do not miss, and they do not hesitate, because they do not walk in human strength or rely on human timing. They move with the supreme authority of heaven, and they strike with the sword of my spirit, which cuts through every lie the enemy has told you. The battle you could end. Win on your own is being fought for you right now in the unseen realm with a power that guarantees victory. When dawn breaks tomorrow, you are going to feel it. You will sense a distinct shift in the air around you, a lightness that wasn't there before. The spiritual atmosphere of your home will change. The heavy chains that have bound your potential will begin to fall away, not because you pulled at them, but because the lock was broken by a higher power. The grip of darkness that felt so tight around your mind and your circumstances will loosen its hold. You will wake up and realize that the burdens you carried to bed have started to lift, evaporating like mist in the morning sun. Yes, my child, you will notice it physically and emotionally. The sickness that clung to your body, the vague symptoms that defied diagnosis will break. The deep-seated weakness that pressed against your bones will fade away, replaced by a new surge of vitality. The heaviness that sat on your chest, making it hard to hope, will lift completely, and for the first time in a very long time, you will breathe again, deep, full breaths of freedom. I promised you this deliverance, and I am not a God who lies. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed, just as it is written in John 8:36. I told you all of this not to frighten you with talk of hunters and spirits, but to prepare you so you would know the truth of your situation. You needed to know that while darkness plotted against you in secret, heaven was already working in silence on your behalf. While the enemy was busy marking your name in whispers, trying to curse your future, I was already writing your victory in fire. Tonight, the tables have turned completely. The enemy thought you were isolated and alone, an easy target for his schemes. But you were never alone. I had already dispatched my answer before you even cried out. I had Allah, Edie sent my hunters. And now, they have touched down in your city. They are walking your streets, and they are carrying my direct command to liberate you. They will not rest, they will not sleep, and they will not stop until the shadows around you are gone. So I want you to rest in this truth tonight. The night belongs to the hunters, but the morning belongs to you, my precious child. Stop looking at your watch and worrying about how much time has been lost. Stop counting the days of your suffering. I see your exhaustion, and I know how long you have struggled. But I am here to tell you something that will change everything. This season of struggle has an expiration date, and I have already written it. You cannot see the end because you are standing in the middle of the storm, but I see both the beginning and the beautiful conclusion. I know you have been in the fire. I know the heat has been unbearable and the flames have felt endless. You have wondered if you would survive this. But listen carefully, I am using this fire to burn off the rough edges of your character. What feels like destruction to you is actually divine construction. Every trial has been a tool, every hardship a hammer shaping you into the person you are meant to become. The fears that held you back are burning away, and the old version of yourself that was too small for your destiny is being consumed. Trust this process. Think of the goldsmith refining gold. He knows exactly how long to leave it in the fire. He keeps it there not a moment longer than necessary, but never a moment less than required to make it pure. I am doing a great work in you. This is not random suffering, this is purposeful preparation. When you come out of this, you will be stronger, brighter, and better off than you were before. The person emerging from this fire will barely recognize the fearful person you used to be. Your faith will be unshakable, your wisdom profound, and your compassion deeper than oceans. You are stepping into a new place, not just geographically, but spiritually and emotionally. A higher dimension of living awaits you, and you are now prepared for the calling I have placed in you. The fire was never your enemy, it was your preparation. And now let me tell you about the people coming into this new season with you. You have been surrounded by the wrong voices for too long. People who drained your energy and questioned your vision. That chapter is ending right now. In this next season, I am bringing people to you who will help you, not hinder you. Watch for them. They are coming like answered prayers wrapped in human form. These divine connections will accelerate your purpose and affirm your worth. They will not judge you or make you walk on eggshells. They will breathe life into your vision when doubt tries to suffocate it. They are not part of your past, so they will not remind you of your mistakes. They will only know the transformed, elevated version of you that is emerging from the fire. They won't drag you backward. They will pull you forward into your destiny. My child, the hunters are finishing their work. The path is being cleared. The new people are on their way. If you receive this message and you are ready to walk into this new morning of victory, I want you to take one final action. Click the subscribe button right now. By doing so, you are connecting yourself to this channel of blessing and ensuring you do not miss the next instruction I have for you. Join this family of believers who are standing in agreement with you. Your morning has come. Subscribe now, and let us walk into this victory together.